Hi, I'm Will,
I'm Heather.
and welcome to the Movie Files. Alright, so we just got done seeing The Boy, which is about a possessed doll. There's an American girl who's in the UK. She's actually trying to escape from a dark secret in her past, which turns out to be an abusive relationship. And she takes this job as a nanny for this boy. Yeah, that was our cat. For this boy named Brahms, who is actually a doll. And the doll is alive, presumably. So what did you think?
Yeah, it's different. It's kind of like that one doll, that one movie, like Annabelle or something like that, where it's a possessed doll. Or maybe that was like one of those Twilight Zone things where it was a possessed doll.
There is a possessed doll in the Twilight Zone.
Yeah, maybe it was like that. But yeah, it's kind of yeah, kind of expected, but then unexpected in parts. Yeah, then the girl that goes to babysit him. That's kind of expected. What happens with her, the parents, that's kind of expected too. Everything's kind of expected. Like every time they have some kind of secret pop up, you're like, oh yeah, that makes sense.
Well, I thought the twist at the end, because it does in the third act take a hard left turn and go completely some other direction. I thought that was unexpected. I thought
I wasn't sure what it was gonna happen, but I didn't exactly expect it to be that.
yeah. But I also thought that it was like extremely boring through most of it. Especially the first act was extremely boring. And then even in the second act, you're kind of like, where is this movie going? And it really isn't until the third act that it really gets on with it. And once the movie like gets on with it, it's interesting. And once you find out exactly what's going on with the doll in the house, it's interesting. And it's not scary, but it's tense, and and it's exciting. But there needed to be more.
Not tiptoeing.
Yeah, exactly. It's like they were wading into the story, and they're really, apart from like one kind of jump scare which made you jump, there really wasn't anything to go with it. There wasn't really. It didn't start off with these weird creepy things, these weird scary things happening, like the way horror movies do. Before you finally realize what's going on with it. There was really nothing scary about it. You're just sitting there watching the nanny and the grocery guy just kind of like talk. Like that's all it was they were just talking for most of the movie. And then
the doll was listening.
Yeah, and then when they realize in the second act that the doll is alive, then they spend the whole part of that act just talking about the doll being alive. And you never really see the doll do anything scary. It ended good, but it started off really, really, really boring. And it seemed to take forever to just get on with it. What would you rate this movie?
2, maybe.
A 2?
Maybe.
Yeah, I think 2 is fair. I think it was a little more interesting than The Forest, but it still suffered from a lot of the same flaws. It just wasn't scary. At least it didn't have all the cheap jump scares that The Forest had, though. But I'm really wondering if Hollywood has forgotten how to really make a good horror movie. Because I can't really think of a really good, just really scary movie that I've seen since 1408. That's like really the last really good just horror movie that I've seen. So yeah, I'm beginning to wonder if Hollywood just doesn't even remember how to make a good horror movie anymore, because They're just
I don't really,
really
like a lot
weak.
of the craziness though.
Well, yeah, and then it almost like when it does get on with it, then it goes from like a supernatural kind of a scary
To a Freddy
movie.
Krueger?
Yeah, to like a slasher movie. And then that's kind of disappointing because I think slasher movies are like the lowest quality horror movie you can get.
Yeah, cause yeah.
So yeah, it
I was
goes.
thinking the same thing. It was like one of those like spooky doll movies. I can't think of what that
Child's
one.
Play with Chucky.
Yeah, maybe kind of like Chucky.
Except, well,
Chucky you saw like running and having the knife and everything, and then this one you didn't really ever see anything. You just
well,
kinda
yeah,
kind
but
of
when you
assumed.
find out at the end, you realize why you never actually see the
Yeah.
doll move.
Yeah.
It moves off camera when you're
Yeah.
not looking at it.
Yeah. And then, at the end, it's kind of like Texas Chainsaw or Freddy or one of those type of things where you're just like, this doesn't really fit together, but
I
did
think
it.
2 is a fair score. I think 1.5 might be a little harsh, but 2 is, I think, definitely fair. 2.5 would be entirely too generous for this movie. I mean, I'm glad I saw it. I probably won't be in any hurry to go buy it on DVD and see it again, though. So, all right, those were our thoughts. Let us know yours in the comments section below. Thanks for watching, and have a nice day.
Bye.
Hi, everyone. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to like, share, subscribe, follow me on Facebook and Twitter, and make sure you head on over to TheBlaze and check out my weekly column where I do movie reviews and general Hollywood industry commentary. You can find the links for all those things in the description below. Thanks for watching, and have a nice day.